everybody. Welcome in to the PHNX Suns Podcast, the pregame show. I'm Lindsay. That's Gerald. That's Espo. That's Flex.
We're here.
We here.
Is that
Anybody else hearing an echo, or is it just
Nope,
me?
just you.
It's you.
Love that for us. We are presented by the BetMGM Sportsbook app. Oh my God. Okay, Espo, you got to take this one because I'm here. I'm like way behind. So give me 1 second. Espo, you take over.
We're brought to you by the BetMGM Sportsbook app. Use that code PHNX when you sign up. Happy Black Friday to everybody, as I hope your shopping has gone well this morning. I hope you got everything that you had hoped for. And if you haven't, the PHNX lockers got you covered up to 90% off right now. If you spend $75, you're going to get a $15 gift card. I spent well over that $75 limit, so I will be getting maybe even multiple $15 gift cards. So get in there, get some shirts. And we got new shirts that were dropped. And guess what? They're even a little discounted today. We got the Anti-Hero Basketball Club shirt on the front. On the back, it says, "Too much love will kill you." And we know that's the damn truth around here. Too much love for the Suns team, and we all get a little concerned. Thanks, Groundhog Mama, saying it's the legendary supermodel Espo, as I made my my debut as a model earlier today on the accounts. Lindsay will be back in just a second. But guys, how was your Thanksgiving? Everything go well?
It was great.
Yeah, everything was good. I had a lot of travel, man. Hey, Lindsay's back. What's up? It's like magic. Everything was
How was
good,
your
man.
Thanksgiving, Lindsay?
It was fantastic. I had a lot of food, hung out with family. So all in all, a great day. I even got to bring some leftovers home and I didn't even have to cook anything. So shout out to the family for hooking that up for me.
Anybody want leftovers? Y'all come to the cruise house. We got we could feed a whole town with the leftovers we got. So y'all
Okay,
come on over. Y'all come on
Hold
over.
on a second. You have a last name?
Yes, it's Jersey.
That's what I thought.
Rome is the middle. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, let's dive into this one. We'll start off first by looking at the injury report because it is about as full as all of our stomachs should have been after last night's feast. On the Suns side of things, Kevin Durant was questionable coming into tonight's game with left foot soreness. He is out. He will not play. Drew Eubanks is also out with left ankle sprain. Bradley Beal, of course, is still out with that low back strain. Yuta Watanabe is out with a left quad contusion. And, of course, Damian Lee is still out rehabbing. And bless the Grizzlies' hearts. Theirs is even worse than ours is. So Desmond Bane was questionable coming into tonight's game. He is in. John Morant is out from that league suspension. Marcus Smart is out with the left foot sprain. Steven Adams is out with that right knee PCL surgery. Luke Kennard is out with a left knee bone bruise. Brandon Clark is out with left Achilles tendon repair. Xavier Tillman is out, left knee injury recovery. And Jake Lavaria is also out. So bless the Grizzlies' hearts. They are going through it right now.
They're so desperate they signed Shaq Harrison to a contract.
Hey, we're not doing that. Don't do that. Shaq
I don't mean it because it's
a
Shaq.
legit
I just
player.
mean they had to scramble to find anybody not on a roster to fill a gap here.
We're not tolerating any Shaq slander.
That's right, Gerald. That's right, Gerald. You get him. We love ourselves some Shaq Harrison around these parts. He was a great dude. And good for him for being able to hopefully take advantage of this opportunity that he's been given. So fingers crossed for him.
Yeah, that's tough for the Grizz, man. That's a bad look right there. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, listen, at this point, the way they look, man, I mean, this might be tank mode for them. I mean, if they get through these next 10 and they're still where they are, I mean, is Ja coming back gonna make a difference? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're 3-11. Ja's still serving the suspension. Everybody's banged up, and a lot of guys have long-term injuries that'll keep them out for the season, or if not most of the season. So this is a game that even without Kevin Durant, I know a lot of people are worried about him being out with the left foot soreness. This is a game the Suns should win handily, and they probably will want to for in-season tournament reasons. But, you know, we heard from Frank Vogel through Dwayne Rankin before the game, and they were saying that KD was feeling some left foot soreness last night. they made the choice to sit him out type thing. So I guess we'll see, because we've heard the Suns say it's just a day-to-day thing with multiple players and then they miss like 5 games. But hopefully the minutes that Kevin Durant has been logging are not part of the problem here.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's saying, "Oh, it's a rest day. It's load management." I'm not going to go positive. I'm not saying anything, because when these Suns teams, the Suns front office put something out injury wise, I don't know what to believe. So I'm just going to say Kevin Durant is out today, and we will find out more when we come to Sunday's game. That's where I'm leaving it.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's smart. Absolutely. Continue, Flex. Sorry.
No, I think that's fair. I mean, it's, for what I've heard, it's just a little soreness. And I mean, sometimes you look at the matchup and, you lose a battle to win a war. And it's one of those games where you're like, all right, we should be able to do this without KD. So give him some rest. The only thing I'm concerned about, guys, and this isn't the injury, it's about the fact that, I think the Suns should win this game. But with KD, I think they had a really good shot to win this game handily and extend that point differential. Now without KD, who knows? It's gonna get a little dicey. So hopefully they surprise me. You know what this game is, though, guys? Before I can, real quick, this is the Chimezie Metu breakout game.
Oh no!
It's gonna have to be, because he's like the only guy left with size other than Bol on the roster. And if I see Bol, we got a problem. All right, we got a problem today. Azubuike's coming in before Bol. They may throw Saben Lee at center before Bol. Bol should not be seeing minutes today.
Well, that is the question with Drew Eubanks out. Obviously, you have to tap into your depth a little bit. KD can't fill in that spot either because he's out. Who do you guys think will take majority of those minutes, or who do you think Frank Vogel will at least turn to first?
Look at my face, Lynn.
It'll
Chimezie Metu, man.
Yeah.
Ahead, I'm sorry.
It'll definitely be Metu. I mean, I think before the game, Vogel was talking about how they did see some positive flashes for him last game, and he's kind of the only guy that is on the cusp of the rotation that can fill those minutes. So, yeah, the only way you see like a Bol or an Azubuike is if there is foul trouble or something like that. I would expect Metu to take the majority of those small ball 5 minutes with Eubanks out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to stack Saben Lee on top of Grayson Allen if we have to. Like that's look, you're going to have to play small at some point in this game. Obviously, KBD will get more minutes than he got the other night. Nasir Little, who's played more as of late, will continue to get additional minutes. You're going to have to rely on Metu, which I need to see a little bit more than I've seen in the last 2 games when he's gotten minutes, but I know he's capable of it. Look, I know he's capable of it, and this is his opportunity. Last game, I don't think he wasn't expecting to be out there as much because, you saw Eubanks get hurt there and Metu was kind of forced in. Today, he goes in with that mindset that, yeah, I know I'm with that second unit and I can do something. I hope we see a lot from him today because that could help push that point differential, which becomes very important if you care about the in-season tournament.
Facts.
And before we dive into the in-season tournament, just so everyone knows, our starters today are going to be Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Eric Gordon, KBD, and Yusuf Nurkic. You guys cool with KBD?
Yeah.
In that unit?
Yeah, I like it today. I like that lineup today. I think it makes a lot of sense, especially, for the minutes and the guys that are going to come in and get more minutes than expected. I actually like KBD in there today.
Yeah, you're replacing one lengthy dude with another dude who fits that same profile. And I think his cutting with the shooting that they have, those 3 guards starting together provides a lot more spacing. So even if the three's not falling for KBD, he's done a really nice job of attacking closeouts recently with some of his drives and making some stuff happen off the bounce. So I like that fit with the starting lineup.
Yeah, I thought we might see Nasir with the starting lineup, but the size of KBD, the length and everything, that makes more sense to put him in there. And Nasir will get a lot of minutes off the bench, but I thought he might have been rewarded for the way he's been playing, but it makes sense to go with KBD.
Absolutely. All right, let's dive into the in-season tournament. So this is the Suns' final game leading up as far as the standings go. And there's a lot on the line in tonight's game, but unfortunately we don't have all the details as far as the point differential and how much the Suns actually need to win this game by. But Gerald, do you want to break this down for us?
Yeah, so basically we've heard from the NBA, and this is the scenario that they have for us so far. It's that Phoenix is only eliminated if one of these 5 scenarios occurs. The first 3 they lose and a bunch of other shit happens. So like we're not going to entertain that right now because the Suns should win this game. We'll come back to this if they do lose. But if they still win and the Pelicans win and the Nuggets win, then there becomes a situation where all 3 of those teams are 3-1. So it will come down to point differential between them. And as of right now, heading into this game, the Suns are at plus 13, the Nuggets are a plus 9, and the Pelicans are a plus 23. So you're really rooting for the Rockets to beat the Nuggets and or the Clippers to beat the Pelicans here so that we don't have to worry about a scenario where the Suns win and still don't get in. And then the other scenario is if the Timberwolves beat the Kings, they'll move to 3-1. They've got a plus 10 point differential. And if the Warriors beat the Spurs, they move to 2-1, which means there'll be 3 teams in that group that have the potential to finish 3-1 there. So we wouldn't know that the Suns are eliminated for sure until probably Tuesday's game. That's the last day of in-season tournament action. But in that case, it would come down to point differential there. So something to keep an eye on. You want to win today, and you want to win as big as you possibly can. The Suns are already pretty well situated with their point differential at plus 13, but you want to stack that as much as possible so that you don't mess around with it.
Listen, I've been doing a deep dive on this for a couple days. Again, there's so many scenarios you can't pinpoint one thing. I will say this. I think if the Suns win today and they win with a double-digit margin, they have a very good chance of getting in. That's the number for me. It's got to be plus 10. If you can leave this game with a 3-1 record and a plus 23 or plus 25 differential, they're giving themselves a really good chance to get in. But anything in the single digits, I think the Suns might be in trouble. So they've got to win this game by plus 10.
Yeah.
And this is the unfortunate part is they don't know how much they need to win by because the games today even are at 6 and 8 and 8:30 p.m. So these other teams are going to have a better idea of how much they need to win by, but the Suns just kind of got to make their bread beforehand, I guess.
Yeah, for me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, for me, this is the one flaw I've seen so far in this thing is the scheduling. All last games should be on the same day, so you
time.
don't wind up give. I mean, even if they're slightly staggered, like just so you don't give one group a complete advantage by knowing Tuesday exactly what they have to do. Well, the Suns are playing their final game today, and they don't have any idea what they need to do. That's the one thing I've seen in this group play that I think I'd slightly change going into year 2.
Agreed.
So I think the biggest thing with that, though, is like there's a balance and a trade-off that the NBA probably tried to weigh the pros and cons with. Like, is this sort of a negative as far as it goes for teams and fan bases to really kind of game plan for what they have to do in order to get in? But at the same time, if they all ended on the same day, would that mess up the schedule as far as just the regular season goes even more? And I think that was one of the big things that the NBA was focused on this year. Implementing a new thing like the in-season tournament is not messing and tinkering with the regular season schedule so much that it became kind of an irritant and sort of bothered not just maybe the players and teams, but even the fans as well, because then you might not have games on certain days or not as many games, and it sort of like waters down the product, I guess, a little bit. So I do get what you're saying, but I also understand where the league probably was coming from when they made this. And moving forward, maybe they find like a path where they can have the best of both worlds, eat your cake and have it too, where this does work out a little bit better. But I do agree with you, Espo.
Yeah,
I
with
agree
your
too.
regular season. To hell with it. It's the in-season tournament, and this matters.
Right.
I agree. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Like that's the whole point of this is giving people a reason to tune into the regular season because you've been admitting that nobody watches our product until after Christmas anyway. So it's one of those things where I totally get the hassle of trying to coordinate 30 team schedules, 82 games, figure out how they're all going to play. But it could be something fun where the last day of these in-season tournament group play games, everybody's playing at the same time. Like that would be a big night for the NBA. So it is something they can tinker moving forward, I think.
You know what I think is something, it's ratings. I mean, just think about this. The Suns are going to play this game. Now, typically Suns fans watch Suns games. You have a reason now to watch all these other games after the Suns game, because now you're sitting here saying, what's the Pelicans doing? What is Golden State doing? What's Minnesota doing? So you're going to have a lot of fan bases tuning into a specific team and specific games that normally won't tune in. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be good for them as far as ratings and, fan engagement and stuff like that, because I damn sure as soon as this game is over, I'm going to calculate the differential and go right to the next game and be on League Pass all day, hoping that people don't run up the score. You know what I mean? And we're playing to 0 tonight. I don't care if we up 35. Shoot that 3 with 2 seconds left.
To me, I got the solution. You turn Black Friday into what Christmas Day is for the NBA. Every single team plays on Black Friday. It's the final day of the in-season tournament group play, and you go wall-to-wall NBA. And you see the NFL trying to make Black Friday their thing. Now the NBA needs to go, nope, good luck with that, because every one of our teams are playing. ESPN is going to go wall-to-wall. TNT is going to have games, and you're just going to get to see everything and anything. And we're going to watch how all this plays out. Who's going into that Final 8, we'll find out. And it works out perfectly because next year, Black Friday is the final Friday of November. So let's make it happen, Adam.
Love it.
It's interesting. You're 90% off League Pass that day too.
Everything's free. League Pass is free on Black Friday.
I mean, honestly, that's a great marketing ploy just to get people in and potentially hook to sign up again.
Yeah.
I suppose you need to call the NBA and tell them they owe you a bag, or at least a Band-Aid, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one. Okay, I do have a quick follow-up on the in-season tournament, though. What do you guys think about the games the week of in-season tournament? Because every team is guaranteed 2 games that week, regardless if they make it in or not. But we don't know which day, we know which days are the makeup days, but we don't fully have a schedule. How do you think teams and fans are going to kind of react to that? Because I know the Suns have a sellout streak going on right now. Do you think enough people will pick up last minute tickets, being that they can't really plan ahead?
That's a great question. I think they will. I think this team has a great fan base and they'll have no problem selling out. But that's an interesting question, Linz. I don't know if I can answer that. That's a tough one.
I think it's good for the actual teams because that means it's a week with only 2 games, regardless of where you line up and things. So it gives a bit of a break. For the fans, it's a little bit difficult in terms of that. And how does it the logistics of it too? If I buy that game that winds up being the semifinal game for my team, do I get refunded because that's no longer at my home team's arena? It's now in Vegas. There's some weird technicalities with it, but I think they'll be all right. And if they got to get creative and be like, hey, it's in-season tournament championship week pricing, you're going to get in and see your team for a little bit cheaper because the NBA wants to do you a favor. I don't know. You get creative.
Well, are tickets for those 2 games that haven't been decided yet even available for purchase, though?
Well, I would assume people who have season tickets already have a ticket to whatever day that is. But as far as just an individual game ticket, I have no idea.
Because I know the quarterfinal games are still at teams like home arena, whoever has the advantage. And then it's the last, the semifinal and the championship are obviously in Vegas.
Final 4 and championship.
But the good news is we'll know for sure who is getting in and who's out by at the very latest November 28th. So at least it does give fans a full week to, if they want to make it out to that game. It's tougher for out-of-state fans, obviously, that are, want to travel and go to their 1 game of a season. Probably makes it a little bit pricier if they do decide to go. But outside of that, at least you have a week still to, okay, this is the schedule now. Let's adjust and go from there.
Yeah, for sure. Espo, you want to name our Yeasty boy of the game?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Steven, my bro, who I saw down at the Arizona Center on, what was that, Wednesday? I want to say Friday. On Wednesday, you were a real one. You always have been. You and your wife are the ones that won the signed Lindsey Smith book. And I wanted to give you a special shout out because when you stopped me I was all up in my own head and was not was out of it and did not have a great conversation. I was just kind of bland. So I want to give you some hero bread for stopping and saying hi. All you got to do, DM me the details in Discord. I am going to hook you up with a free loaf of hero bread for always being a great yeasty boy.
Yay, awesome. Hopefully you like this one better than that book shenanigans that you had to have.
Hold on. We can't hold on. A Lindsey Smith signed book?
Yeah, Flex. I'm on the cover of a book.
I mean, dog, what do I got to do to get one of those? Come
on,
Liz.
I'll see if I can find it before the post-game show. I'm pretty sure it's in this little thing behind me right here.
And can you sign it for me?
We'll see, because Saul already has a request in.
I'm
been outstanding for 2 years, so we'll see.
Like, I'm filling up the office right now. I need a Lindsey Smith signed book.
I'm going on Amazon and seeing if we got a Black Friday deal on the book, and we'll all buy it and get them signed by Lindsey.
There you go, Espa. That's a plan. But listen, if you want to get your hands on some Hero Bread, right now, Hero Bread is offering our listeners 10% off their first order. Just go to hero.co and use code PHNX to save on Hero Bread today. That is hero.co to save 10%. Espa, what are the guys wearing tonight?
Yeah, let's take a look at that as they are in Memphis. Memphis wearing their city edition. Memphis always has a real good pulse on their city and making their stuff fit real well. I like the Memphis look there. Suns are wearing their association edition white uniforms, getting a lot of run lately in these. So we'll see if I haven't looked. They might be wearing them in New York on Sunday as well. That or our friend Jay Gaspar had to pack multiple outfits for this road trip, but they're wearing the whites today.
I thought Memphis was going to wear hospital scrubs today.
Oh.
No, I mean, that's a triage, man. I mean, I wouldn't. If they came out with hospital scrubs, I think that'd be comedy.
Oh my gosh, bless their hearts. Who you guys got tonight? By how much?
I have got the Suns by 11.
Yeah, I'm with Espo. I mean, I'm with Gerald. We got our heads right next to each other too. I ain't never seen that.
Saul and I both have the Suns by 5. I know when I saw the KD news, I got a little nervous. I'm not going to lie after the fourth quarter the other night. So
I have the Suns by 9, and based on my bet that I took, fingers crossed that what you just said, Espo, doesn't happen because I need them to win by a certain margin. So fingers crossed. But what do our friends over the BetMGM Sportsbook app think? This line actually moved while we were on the show, I believe.
Yeah, it's at 4.5 for the Suns. I'm not surprised. I mean, that's why I went 5. I feel like this is right around where you might feel it is. Although Memphis, again, the triage unit, we'll see. But this is this feels like it could be a trap game. So you got to get your head straight.
Well, hopefully for my sake and our sake, the Suns win by a lot tonight because we need it for the in-season tournament. And I need it for my bet because what I took for my bet for this game is Phoenix Suns at Memphis Grizzlies. The Suns spread -6.5. It's just a -110 bet, but again, I'm going to need at least 7 points on top of this game from the Suns. Help me out, guys.
Lindsey is playing a long game, baby.
I am. Yes. Listen, I'm not out here swinging for the fences anymore. I'm trying to make layups. Okay.
She's bunting the whole way.
The whole way. Four bunts. Bam. But you know what? Hey, it's working for you. It's working for you.
It's working. What you
I'm
guys
an
got?
I'm an impatient son of a bitch. That's why I went with my bet. I don't want to wait long to find out if it's going to happen, and I don't want to wait long to make some money. Grayson Allen, first field goal, plus 1050. Let's go, Grayson.
Okay.
All right.
Aggressive.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with I'm going with EG. Eric going to hit 2 threes. I'm going with the point total over. I don't think there's going to be a lot of defense today. And winning what is this? Winning margin. Suns win by 5. And then Book got to get a double-double.
Okay.
And what do we have as Saul's bet for today? Espo, you want to share this one?
Yeah, as always, I think it's Photoshop, but we got Devin Booker plus 8 assists, total points over 222.5. Result, a Suns win, and player points, Devin Booker over 25 for plus 425 for Saul.
Okay.
On the leaderboard looks good for me, that's for sure. So, Espo, you are rounding us out. 107.50 in the negative. Saul is down $75. Flex, you're not too bad, but you're still in the negative, minus a $5.41. And I've got a nice little cushion here, $86.09 to my name. As Silos in the chat said, strategy is strategy, okay?
That's right. Zone defense. You playing zone defense right now, baby.
Hold on.
You winning. You playing zone defense. That's what you're doing. And I love it. I'm not dissing you. I'm saying that is great. If you can win with zone defense, play zone defense. Good job, Lindsay.
Listen, I'm doing the best I can here, okay? If you guys want to get in on the action and place any of the same bets we did, you can sign up for BetMGM using the bonus code PHNX. You place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app of at least $10, and you're going to receive $200 instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome, which is super nice if you've been taking L's like our squad has a lot this season. Check out the show notes for full details, and now listen to Shane talk about the disclaimer.
Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-522-4700 Nevada. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., Kansas, Nevada, New York, or Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-522-4700 Nevada. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., Kansas, Nevada, New York, or Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio.
Get stuffed, Ontario.
Hey, Lindsay, if you could ever do it like that, dude, I will, man, another steak dinner.
Listen, not fair. That's on like
That's
2-3 times speed. Like
I want
in
you to do it
post,
that
they
fast.
sped him up in an editing software. That's not fair.
That's not fair. You're right.
There's literally no way I could do that.
I think you could do it, Lindsay. I think you
don't
could do
know,
it.
man.
We're going to
Maybe.
practice.
We'll see. We'll see. Also, you guys, if you are out and about today, make sure you stop by at Circle K. But before you stop by, make sure you join their free membership program, Inner Circle. When you join, you save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. You also save 3 cents per gallon every single day. And of course, you get every 6 free on a selection of really great Circle K products. So join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. Espo, the question from the chat, I can't find the chat, but the big question is, are you wearing the purple pants today? Because you wore them twice this week and we won twice this week. So where are we at?
I'm 5-0 in those pants. Let's be clear. And yes, I am, but I cannot turn the camera or lift my leg that high. I am not a yogi, but I promise you I am wearing the pants.
All right. Don't lie to us, Espo. Don't lie to us.
Show me the pants, dog.
I can't literally. I'm in a walk-in closet. I got nowhere to go here to get the leg up for that.
I think you got some boxes on, some Christmas boxes.
I'm wearing purple pants.
I got you.
Hat to match. See? All right.
Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I have shorts on, like just like house shorts on, because when you only see the top of, why would you get dressed for, you know what I mean? It's like back in 2020 when people were wearing suit jackets and sweatpants, like that's real life forever from now on.
That is a professional move, Lindsay.
I'm wearing pants because I give the people what they want. They want the purple pants, they get the purple pants. And to answer you, Priscilla, yes, the pants are washed. I own 3 pairs, so it's a rotation.
All right, we do have a super chat before we get out of here from Psycho Blue. Thank you, Psycho Blue. They said, Basketball Cthulhu says, Judah Shuttleworth lives, recite this vow. I've become your new basketball god now. Go Suns. Listen.
Judah Shuttleworth. Wow, okay. Judah.
Oh,
yeah, what he said?
You missed this. You missed it. Psycho Blue has determined that is Grayson Allen's new nickname, right?
Oh,
that's what we're going with here. Or at least that's what Psycho Blue is going with.
That's what Psycho Blue is going with here, yes.
Okay.
Gerald, you can ask him at practice the next time you go if he likes that or not. So
I think I would rather ask him about chocolate ice cream.
Excellent. The plan worked.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us for the pregame show. Let's go watch this game. And of course, don't forget to meet us back here right after it wraps up for a postgame show. Okay, bye.
We all silly like the mayor.